Hello everyone, welcome back to EduTap. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Please confirm in the chat box. Am I audible and visible to all of you? Please confirm in the chat box. Hello. Please let me know in the chat box. Yep, so how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Just give me a second, I have to bring a marker over here so that I can write on the screen. And I hope you all have attended and you all have a good zeal to attend the marathons for RBI Grade B 2024, because definitely this year many people will be in less numbers appearing for RBI Grade B. So a formal welcome to all of you to I would say towards RBI Grade B 2024 Phase 2 marathon. And at today's marathon we will be covering I would say finance and management questions. First we will start with management, and then we will go to finance. In total, again, in a marathon, like every time, there are 100 plus questions over here, and if you solve these questions, definitely you will be able to revise in a very good manner. Okay, you will be able to revise in a very good manner. So please be attentive and try to listen to all the points. Try to solve as many questions as possible so that you can score in your exam as well. Okay, so can I start now? Please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. So can I start now? Please give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Cool. I can see 2 to 3 people have joined in. So let's start. If you are new to our YouTube channel, then please subscribe to it. And yes, the PDF of this particular class or this particular marathon will be available to you on our Telegram channel only. Okay, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel and you will get the PDF in the Telegram channel. So here is the agenda. First we are starting with management. In management we are having, I would say, different chapters, starting from motivation, communication, leadership, journal management, fundamentals of organizational behavior, OB, organizational change, personality perception, ethics, and whatnot. So we have a lot of things to discuss. Let's start with question number 1, related to the basic chapter of motivation. Now in this question you have to identify the incorrect statement. Okay, so read all the statements rather, and try to identify that which of the following statement is incorrect. Positive motivation encourages individual and drives them ahead to achieve certain goals. Negative motivation discourages an individual and stops him to do certain things. Extrinsic motivation is an external driving force behind goal-oriented behavior. Intrinsic motivation is an internal drive that propels a person to pursue an activity, or is it none of the above? What will be your answer? Please let me know in the chat box. First answer which I am receiving from Nilesh is, it should be B. Let's see what answers others are giving. See, positive motivation definitely propels you to do something, because today you have to become an RBI Grade B officer, so you will get something good once you become an RBI Grade B officer. So that is a positive motivation. But negative motivation does not discourages you. Negative motivation also motivates you to do something, but it will motivate you to do something so that you can remove something bad from your life. I want to become an RBI Grade B officer because I want to remove poverty from my life. So that is a negative motivation, because you are removing something. So over here the answer will be B, because you have to identify the incorrect one. Negative motivation never discourages you, rather it motivates you to achieve your goal only. Extrinsic motivation comes from outside, this we already know, and intrinsic motivations comes from inside. So these two statements are correct. A, C and D are correct. B was incorrect. Therefore your answer of this question is option number B. Good. Next question is related to again motivation. So first we are discussing basic chapters, starting with motivation. In motivation, remember, content based theories and process based theories both are important. Process mein you can just do Adam equity theory and Victor Vroom expectancy theory, that is enough. But in content you need to do Maslow, you need to do Eldeffer, you need to do McClelland, you need to do Huntsberg, you need to do Douglas McGregor theory as well, and William Auchi theory as well. Okay, so these theories are important for your exam. So let's see who gives me the right answer for question number 2. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding Eldeffer theory? Incorrect regarding Eldeffer. So you have to identify incorrect statement. Now if you know, Maslow gave 5 needs, Eldeffer just condensed those needs into 3. Therefore Eldeffer theory is also known as ERG theory, existence, relatedness and growth. Maslow gave you 5 needs, basic physiological needs, then you move towards, I would say, safety and security, then you move towards love and belongingness, then you move towards your self-esteem, and then you move towards self-actualization. Right, so which of the following is incorrect regarding Eldeffer? Eldeffer theory suggests that individuals can attempt to satisfy more than one need. Yes, as per Eldeffer, multiple needs can be active, but this statement was not there in Maslow. Satisfaction progression is related to Maslow theory and not to the Eldeffer. Yes, Eldeffer gave you the concept of frustrated regression. Maslow gave you the concept of satisfaction progression. Eldeffer clubbed 5 needs into 3 needs. Yes, this statement is also correct. So either we are left with D or E, right? Like Maslow, Eldeffer too suggested that lower order needs has to be satisfied before moving up to the higher. This statement is incorrect because Eldeffer never gave an hierarchy. He just said that there are 3 needs, but Maslow gave an hierarchy. So Maslow ke according you have to move towards level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and 5 likewise. But this was not there in your Eldeffer. Okay, so D is the correct answer. I can see in the chat box also many of you are giving D. Chaliye, now let's move ahead to the next question, which is question number 3. Let's move ahead to question number 3 now. As per McClelland theory of needs, David McClelland has again given you 3 needs: need of appreciation, need of power, need of achievement. Okay, so as per David McClelland theory, which of the needs talks regarding a need of spending their time with people, socializing and maintaining relationships with another? Now this is a 1 marker question. This is a 1 marker. Previously the first 2 questions which we have solved, those were 2 markers, but this is a 1 marker. 3B. What other people are saying? Parinita, Nilesh, I can see in the chat box. Yes, the correct answer will be need of appreciation, because under need of appreciation, person tries to come into the office so that he can make friends, so that he can do chit chatting, so that he can fulfill his social and belongingness needs. Need of achievement person is that particular person who will try to make sure that he offers a solution to all the challenging work, and they will try to avoid any high risk and a moderate risk and a low risk situation. They will try to work only in the moderate risk situation. Need of power, which is also known as a need of influence, is a kind of a need wherein person is looking to dominate others. So that, my friend, is known as need of power as well. But the answer of this question will be option number B, because person is looking to socialize and to maintain relationships. Okay, let's move to question number 4 now. Question number 4 has been taken from your Victor Vroom expectancy theory. Now consider the following statements below and choose the incorrect one. Choose the incorrect one. Now whenever we talk regarding your Victor Vroom theory, there are 3 elements: expectancy, instrumentality and valency. Expectancy, instrumentality and valency. Expectancy links to your efforts to performance, instrumentality links your performance to outcome, and your valency links your values only, or the total final reward. Total final reward. Valency can have 3 values: -1, 0 and +1, right? So this is what Victor Vroom theory is all about. Now try to answer this question. Effort performance relationship is known as instrumentality. Effort to performance relationship, no. Effort to performance relationship is known as expectancy. Therefore your first statement is incorrect. Second, performance reward relationship is known as valency. No, valency never shows you a kind of a relationship. Valency just shows you the total value to the final outcome which you are giving. So statement 2 is also incorrect. The value of valency can be used in a to be used in motivation formula varies from 0 to 1. Again this is incorrect, because it can be -1, 0 and 1. So the range is incorrect over here. Therefore, all the statements are then incorrect. The answer will be option number D. Let me see the chat box. How many of you have given the right answer? Yes, I can see many of you have given the right answer, but over here the correct answer will be option number D. And yes, if you have not understood the concept, then please write your doubt in the comment box or in the chat box, whatever you call it as, and I will definitely pick your doubt and address. Chaliye, now we are moving to question number 5. Read the following statements and thereafter select the correct statement. Now you have to read and identify the correct one. Now there is a very popular concept, that is difference between motivation and morale. So this question is testing you on the same concept. Now we all know that motivation is an individual thing. Motivation is an individual thing. But if I talk regarding group, or if I talk regarding your team, then definitely for them I have the word morale. Okay, highly motivated employees will definitely increase your morale. But if your morale is high, then definitely doesn't mean that you are motivated individually. Okay, therefore motivation has a primary concern in the organization, and morale has secondary concern. Secondary concern as in that it is not a priority. First priority is motivation, and then you give a priority to the morale as well. Now answer the question. Motivation is concerned with the needs of an individual. Yes. Morale is concerned with the overall attitude of a group. Yes. Motivation requires primary concern. Yes. High morale is a secondary phenomena, which basically means that high morale is a secondary priority. So if I see all the statements are correct over here, so answer will be option number E. Let me see the chat box who have given the right answer. Only 3 students, Nilesh, Parinita and Maharaj. Good. Chaliye, so that was question number 5. Now we are moving to question number 6. Question number 6. Read the following statements and now you have to identify the incorrect statement. Content-based theories. Content-based theories are also known as your traditional theories. These are also known as your, I would say, humanistic approach theories. These are also known as your need-based theories. Do remember the synonyms. Whereas when you come to process-based theories are known as contemporary, and process-based theories are also known as rational. Now, all the content-based theories focuses on what motivates a person. Process-based theories focuses on what, how a person is motivated. So over here, process of motivation is important. Over here in content, the need is important. Okay, even if you check Maslow has given 5 needs. Alderfer 3 needs. David McClelland 3 needs. Douglas McGregor 2 mindset, X plus Y. Hansberg again 2 factors. So if you see, all have given multiple variables, but the focus is on need only. But when it comes to process, they are not giving any specific need, rather they are focusing on a process. Okay, now try to address his answer. Process-based theories focuses on how a motivation happens. So if you see, statement 1 and 2 is incorrect. Content-based theories focus on a how? No. And what is focused on the content? Process-based theory focuses on how. So 1 and 2 are just interchange. Content model or school of motivation is older than process. Yes, because therefore it is known as traditional. So only incorrect pucha, right? You have to identify the incorrect one. So 1 and 2 are incorrect. So your answer will be option number C. Your answer will be option number C. Very good. I can see in the chat box, Nilesh, Parinita, Maharaj and Nirmal have given the right answer. Chaliye, now let's move to question number 7. Now we are shifting from motivation to communication. Let's solve a question related to the process of communication model. Which of the following is not a step in the journal model of communication? Again, a 1 marker question for all of you. And there are case study based question also, do not worry, but currently I am just solving one marker question. Which of the following is not a step? Sender is there, encoding is there, because encoding will be done by the sender only. Okay. Message is also there. Message is the actual content which the sender will prepare and send. Okay. Recording and decoding. Decoding is there. Decoding is basically done by your receiver, right? And receiver in the end will share the feedback. But when it comes to the message is also there. When it comes to recording is not there. Recording basically means that you are recording that communication process, which never makes any sense. So answer will be option number D. A very easy question. I hope you all will be giving the right answer. Yes. Answer will be D, because recording is not the step. And the last step of communication process is what? It is your feedback. It is your feedback. Do remember it. Chaliye. And what is the essence of communication? The essence of communication is your mutual understanding. That is also very important to remember. Now moving ahead. So this is the overall flow. I hope you know it. But over here we never have recording. Now let's move to question number 8. Again taken from your chapter of communication. When two people are involved in a communication, we call it as a circuit communication. Circuit communication as in that how two or more than people, or how two or more than two people are communicating between themselves. Identify the type of a circuit communication which is most decentralized and it is more flexible. So we have your chain, we have your star, we have your wheel, we have your inverted V, Y network, or none of the above. Tell me what will be the right answer for question number 8. When two people are involved in a communication, we call it as a circle. We call it as a circuit. Circuit. Identify the type of a circuit communication which is most decentralized and it is the most flexible form of circuit. Yes, it will be your star. Star is also known as free form, because under star what happens is everybody is connected to everyone. Like E is connected to A is connected to D, E is also connected to C, E is also connected to D. But it is not available in your chain. Chain is like just doing vertically, either upward or downward. Circle is basically adjoining. You are communicating to your left and right. All channel is like mixed up. Wheel is like through central point. Y pattern is like two subordinates can talk to one superior and then the chain will follow. Inverted V में two subordinates can talk to their boss 1 and to boss 2 as well. Okay, so these are different circuits of communication. Now let's move to question number 9. I will wait for 1 minute over here because it's a big question. You can take your time to read it and then mark your answer. But till then, I will just read the question for me. Sapna is a highly skilled language translator employed by the Indian government. She recently received a crucial information regarding the upcoming visit of French President to India. However, being aware of her current lack of proficiency in French language, she immediately embarked on a dedicated journey to master it. Sapna understands the significance of her role in facilitating effective communication and ensuring a successful visit for the French President, and she is diligently working to enhance her language skills. What type of communication barrier did Sapna try to break by learning the French language? What type of communication barrier did Sapna try to break by learning a French language? Emotional barrier, semantic, personal, psychological, or none of the above? Read and tell me. Read the full paragraph, a case study based question, and this is again a 2-marker question. Let's see who gives me the right answer. I can see in the chat box Nilesh is going with semantic. Parinita is also going with semantic. Anyone else who would like to go with semantic or with some other option? We also have psychological barriers, which can be your next best option. Nirmal is also going with B, semantic. Anyone else who would like to go with a different answer altogether? Nope. Yes, the answer will be semantic, because semantic basically means what? That you are not able to understand the science of the language. You are not able to understand the meaning of the language. So in this case, if Sapna is not able to understand the meaning of the French language, then she will never be able to communicate with the French president. So over here, what type of communication barrier did Sapna try to break? Will be your semantic only. Semantic barrier basically deals with your language, how you use your language. Emotional barrier basically deals with your emotions. Many a times it happens, right, that when we are sad, we are not communicating properly. Personal barrier is basically, like we both are in the state of fight. I hate you, you hate me, so we are not able to talk to each other. Psychological barriers are related to your mind. Okay, related to your mind. Okay, so over here the answer will be option number B only. Let's move ahead to question number 10. Question number 10 is on your screen now. When messages or information is exchanged or communicated without using any spoken word or written word, it is known as non-verbal communication, right? In the same regard, identify the type of a non-verbal communication where communication takes place via touch of hand. Takes place via touch of hand. See, paralinguistic basically means that you are making a change in your tone. Okay, vocalic is just a synonym of paralinguistic. This is also known as prosodics. Persodics. Okay, oculesis is your communication with the help of eyes. Artifacts is your communication with your objects, with the objects. Over here the right answer will be haptics. Haptics is the communication done via the touch of hands. So over here the correct answer will be option number E. Yes, 10E is the right answer, which is haptics. Good. Now let's move to question number 11. In the process of upward communication, sometimes workers directly approach the topmost authority with their suggestions and ignore their immediate boss. Such act of directly approaching the topmost authority is called as what? Such act of directly approaching the topmost authority is known as what? Excessive outreach, distortion of message, outward reach, or bypassing. Yes, once you try to skip any level from the level of hierarchy, then it's known as bypassing. You are not following the proper hierarchy of communication and you are bypassing a level. You are taking a bypass, so that is known as bypassing. Okay. Distortion of message basically means what? That you are changing the main content of the message only. Excessive outreach and outward reach, they never make any sense. So answer over here will be option number B. Good. Let's move forward to question number 12 now. Question number 12 is on your screen. Which of the following leadership style is the most useful method for quick decision making? We have transformational, we have participative, we have autocratic and delegative. See, delegative may definitely it will take some time, because under delegative you give the power to make the decision to the group members, and group members will decide and then make a decision. Participative, which is also known as democratic, over here yes, leader will make a decision, but leader will make a decision after listening to all the views, after listening to all the different debate by the group members. So over here also decision making will not be quick. Transformational, to an extent transformational leader also takes some time, okay, because they have to think before they act. So right answer over here will be option number C, because under your autocratic leadership a leader makes a very quick decision, and therefore autocratic leadership is very good when it comes to the dynamic environment, because you can take the decision by yourself. But there are certain disadvantages of autocratic leader too. An autocratic leader will never listen to his or her employees. Okay, so the right answer over here will be option number C. Good. चलिए, now let's move to question number 13. Question number 13. As per Blake and Mountain grid, Blake and Mountain have given you 5 type of leadership. Later on 2 was also added. So in total you see there are 7, but Blake and Mountain, whenever the word is Blake and Mountain, you have to say 5 only. A country club manager has following characteristics. A country club manager is driven by a need of appreciation. He will definitely give a priority towards the people. He will not give a priority towards the task. So search for an option wherein people are given a higher priority and task is given a least priority. High concerns towards task, then people know this is a work of, I would say this is a work of person who is task oriented. Okay. High concern towards people, then on task, yes, your answer will be option number B. High concern in both the areas, no, because this is the work of team manager. Low concern, this is known as separated. Okay, when you are not able to focus on anything. So right answer over here will be option number B. Let me see the chat box who have given the right answer. Yes, I can see many of you have given the right answer. So answer will be option number B. Now let's move forward to question number 14. Now we are solving one question related to in-group and out-group wala concept, okay, which was given by your vertical dyad linkage theory, which is also known as leader-member participation theory. Nikhil is a very lively person who believes in maintaining work-life balance. Moreover, Nikhil is considered as a loyal, trustworthy, and skilled within the organization, as a result of which manager provides him challenging and intrinsic work. Which group he most probably belongs to? 14th answer will be option A, B, C, D or E. Yes, it will be in group, because under in group I will keep all those employees which are closely connected to me. I will offer higher salaries, higher challenging work, and I will be personally connected to those employees. In this question it is clearly written that manager provides Nikhil challenging and interesting work. So therefore your answer will be option number A. But a manager will not be able to connect personally with outgroup people. He or she will just maintain professional relationships. Professional relationships as in that I am just your boss, you are just my subordinate, that kind of stuff. But in group I will also maintain personal relationships. Okay, so answer over here will be option number A. Good. Let's move to question number 15 now. Question number 15 says what? As per this theory, good leaders have inborn qualities that are bestowed upon them by God. Now this is again a one marker question. Let's see who gives me the right answer for question number 15. As per this theory, good leaders have inborn qualities that are bestowed upon them by God. Is it path goal theory given by Robert Bandura? Is it a great man theory? Is it a functional theory given by John Adair? Or is it a system theory or a great man theory? Yes, a very basic thing. Your answer will be option number B. Great man theory basically suggested that, my friend, you are born as a leader. You are a superman from the birth. So that will be your great man theory of leadership. Okay. Now let's move to question number 16. Again, take your time to address it. I will read it for you. Steve Jobs was a charismatic pioneer in the personal computing era. With Steve Wozniak, Jobs founded Apple Inc. in 1976 and transformed the company into a world leader in telecommunications. Widely considered as a visionary and a genius, he oversaw a launch of such revolutionary products such as iPod and iPhone. Steve Jobs was also known for the way he would have given instruction to the team and leave them to figure out what is the best way to fulfill his wishes. Members of his team often said that they got to use their creativity skills and try new things while they work for the jobs. Identify the leadership style opted by Steve Jobs. 16th answer: autocratic, consultative, delegative, bureaucratic, and none of the above. The bureaucratic was given by Max Weber. Under bureaucratic there is no role of creativity. So D will be eliminated. A will also be eliminated because Steve Jobs is giving full power. Steve Jobs is known where he give instruction to the team and leave them to figure out what is the best way. So this is only possible once the Steve Jobs is following delegative leadership style, and delegative is given in your option number C. Therefore answer will be option number C only. Consultative? No. It will be delegative because it is clearly written. Steve Jobs was known for the way he would have given instruction to the team and leave them to figure out when the team is making the final decision. Nilesh, that will be delegative. That will be delegative. Okay, let me check the answer. Yes, the answer will be C only, because under delegative only you give the full freedom to the team members to decide that what is good and what is bad. So answer will be option number C. Consultative, which is also known as democratic, which is also known as participative and shared leadership, that is not making any sense over here because leader is not making the final decision. Okay, team is making the final decision. Therefore the correct answer of this question will be option number C. It will be a 2-marker question in your exam. Let's move forward to question number 17 now. Again a case study based question. Let's see who answers this correctly. Question number 17 now. Let's see who answers this correctly. Mr. Sambi is a very screwed employee. He always tries to put his or her work on others. He is not willing to put any effort to learn the tasks that are supposed to be done by him. He is also very weak in learning ability, having scored only 45% marks in the training given by the company. What should be the leadership style? What should be the leadership style to tackle Mr. Sambi as per the situational leadership theory? So if you have to tackle Mr. Sambi, then what will be the kind of style which you should follow? See, we cannot follow delegative and we cannot follow participative also, because Mr. Sambi is not that much worth. He is not experienced. He is not having any good qualities also. So we cannot follow participative and delegative. Either we can use telling or either we can use transformational. What will be your answer? Mohit is saying transformational. Nilesh is saying A. Parinita is also saying A. Transactional is not given in the option, so how it will be more correct? Rushikesh is going with A. Yes, it will be telling style only. See, it will never be transformational because we are not talking to change Mr. Sambi. If the question says that you have to identify the leadership style which will be relevant to change the behavior of Sambi, in that case you will be using transformational, because in transformational you will be bringing a change. But in the question nothing has been said that you have to bring a change in Sambi. Okay, so if you are a leader and if you have to tackle Mr. Sambi, in that case you will be following telling. Telling is a kind of autocratic only. You will just give commands to Sambi and make sure that he works. So the answer of this question will be option number A and not option number D. The correct answer will be option number A. Okay, chaliye, let's move forward to question number 18 now. Again a case study based question, try to read it. Burger King is one of the first truly iconic brands. Burger Kings did not become the fast food behemoth is it today without defining a form of leadership driving it forward. At the core of its operating strategy, Burger King focuses on being an industry leader while continuously developing a global presence through its franchising program. Through efficiency, calculability, standardized predictability, and overall control, Burger King has created and consolidated its own standardized process that permeates down to each and every restaurant location. A mantra will surely be continued. Yes, what will be your answer for question number 18? What will be the answer for question number 18? Mark your answers, please. Question number 18, we have started our discussion. 18th A, bureaucratic. Yes, it will be bureaucratic, which was given to you by Max Weber, because it is clearly talking regarding standardized process. Now today an employee who is in Burger King, he is not able to understand that how to operate a computer. He will not use your mind. He will not use his or her mind. He will just open the standardized process. So answer will be over here, bureaucratic. Servant cannot be your answer, which was given by Robert Greenleaf. Paternalistic, no. Delegative, no. The answer will be option number A. Okay. Cool. Now let's move to 19. Question number 19 is on your screen now. Identify the level which will include the following functions. Lower level, middle level, higher level, or all of the above. Design and implement effective group and intergroup work information system. Define and monitor group level performance indicator. Diagnose and resolve within and among the work groups. Design and implement a reward system that support cooperative behavior. They also make decision and share the ideas with top managers. What will be your answer? Lower level? 19. I am looking for the answers for question number 19. What will be your answer for question number 19? Middle level? Nilesh is going with middle level. What about others? Why it cannot be lower level? See, once you are sharing ideas with top managers, it cannot be high level. So your C, D, E are eliminated. Okay. Yes, 19 will be B, because you are a middle level manager will share the suggestions with the top level manager. Lower level will share with middle level, and then the suggestions will pass to top. But here the question is clearly saying that you are sharing the ideas with top managers. So answer over here will be middle only. So the correct answer of 19th question is option number B. Let's move forward to question number 20th now. What or which feature does not form one of the Fayol 14 principle of management? Which Fayol? Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol has given you 14 principles of management, right? Esprit de corps, initiative, order, unity of direction, or unity of one control. What is not one of the principles given by Henry Fayol? See, esprit de corps basically means that you have to work as a team. Initiative means that you have to be creative. Order means to put right things in a right place. Unity of direction means that overall company will follow one goal only. Unity of one control is not the right answer. Unity of control is not the correct word. I mean, the answer will be option number E only, because it's unity of command. Unity of command means what? That multiple people should have only one boss, because then only they will be able to receive all the directions from one boss. So it's unity of command, not unity of one control. So answer will be option number E. Good. Now let's move to question number 21. Now we are talking regarding planning. So we are now discussing the chapter of journal management. Let's see who answers question number 21 correctly. Tactical planning relates to the action on day-to-day basis. In tactical planning, we try to make effective use of resources allocated through strategic planning and try to develop a control mechanism to ensure effective implementation. Usually operating planning covers 1 year or so. Tactical planning is also known as what? Now this is a very basic question. Corporate planning is done by your top level, same for strategic. But your functional planning is done by your middle level, that is your departmental managers. Tactical planning is also known as your operational planning. Tactical planning is also known as your operational planning. Why? Because operational planning and tactical are kind of synonyms only in the world of management, but there are fine differences. But over here the question clearly says that tactical planning will never be or corporate, functional or strategic. The right answer will be option number B. Let's move forward to question number 22 now. If I ask you between tactical and operational, what is more specific, which is related to more day-to-day functions, in that case you have to say tactical. Operational is kind of a bigger planning as compared to tactical. Tactical is a kind of a subset of operational, you can say. Okay. Now let's solve question number 22. An approach of problem solving or learning or discovering that employs practical method not guaranteed to be an optimal or perfect, but sufficient for an immediate goal is called as what? An approach of problem solving or a discovery that employs a practical method not guaranteed to be optimal or perfect, but sufficient for an immediate goal is called as what? Guess, heuristic, alternative or shortcut. It's known as what? It's known as what? It's known as heuristics. Very good. It's known as option number B, heuristics. Heuristics are your mental shortcut which you take. Sometimes you hit a jackpot, but sometimes you will fail also if you opt for heuristics. Okay. So the right answer over here will be option number B. Good. Chaliye. Now let's move to question number 23. Now let's move to question number 23. The most general form of standing plan that specifies a broad parameters within the organization members are expected to operate in the pursuit of organizational goals is called as what? The most general form of standing plan that specifies a broad parameter. This is the keyword. Broad parameter means journal guidelines. Journal guidelines. Okay. Within the organization, members are expected to operate in pursuit of the organizational goals. It is known as what? Policies. Yes. Policies are your journal guidelines. These are my journal guidelines which I have to follow. Okay. Rules are my specific guidelines. If I break a rule, then definitely I will be penalized. Methods are your standardized way to do a work. Okay. And programs is a collection of policies, rules and method like that. So answer over here will be option number D, because these are broad parameters and journal guidelines. Let me see the chat box. 23D. Good. Chaliye. Now let's move to 24. The selection is the process of picking the right candidate with the requisite qualifications and capabilities to fulfill the jobs in an organization. Selection is a dash process. Positive, negative, neutral. It can be positive or negative depending upon the situation, or none of the above. Now in staffing we do what? Recruitment and your selection, right? We do your recruitment and your selection. Recruitment we try to attract. So therefore it's a positive. But in selection we try to remove. Those people who do not fit for the job. Therefore selection is a negative process. But if the same question is there for recruitment, then your answer will be positive. So the right answer over here will be 24 ka option number B. Cool. Answer will be option number B. Good. 25. Try to answer that which of the following is not a component of directing. Which of the following is not a component of directing? Remember, planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. These are the 5 functions of management, and the essence is coordination. Now the question asks you that which of the following is not a component of directing. Directing has 4 components: leadership, motivation, communication and supervision. So you have no role of ethics over here. So answer will be option number E. Good. I can see Mohit, Nilesh, Parinita are giving the right answers. Even Rushikesh is saying the right answer. Good. Okay. Very good. Now let's move ahead to question number 26. Question number 26 is on your screen now. Now this question is related to the organizing. Now in organizing we have line and staff organization. So this question is based on that organization stuff only. In line and staff organization, line managers have total authority to do and who reports them to directly. Line managers have total authority over those who report directly to them. Yes, this statement is correct because line managers keeps the authority. In line and staff organization, staff executors are doers. No, 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 no. Staff executors are thinker. Line are the doers. So this is incorrect. In line and staff organization, the staff workers have primarily advisory authority. Yes, because they are just thinkers. So you have to identify the right code. You have to identify the correct statement. The correct statement are A plus C only. So your answer will be option number A. Your answer will be option number A. Good. Let's move forward to question number 27 now. Read the following statements and then select the right code. Now this question is checking your concept related to delegation. Delegation basically has three components, right? You have your authority, you have your responsibility, and you have your accountability. Chaliye. Now this question is asking you regarding the flow. Always remember that authority flows downward. Responsibility and your accountability, they move upward. Now accountability move upward. Yes, this is given as correct. Responsibility flows downward. No. Authority flows downward. Yes. So answer you have to identify in the term of correctness. So answer will be option number. Responsibility upwards. Yes, very good. Answer will be option number E because only A plus C are correct, right? So answer will be option number E only. Good. Chaliye. Now let's solve question number 28. Identify an emerging concept wherein some members of the group that meets regularly to solve the problem affecting their work area. This group carries out continuously as a part of organization while control activities, self-development and mutual development too, and their control and improvement within the workplace utilizing quality control techniques within all members participating. So what will be the answer of 28th? What will be the answer of 28th? Yes, it will be quality circle. Quality circle is although informal, but it should be promoted in your company because it leads to positive, I would say, solutions to a challenges, or it gives you kind of solution to a problem. So quality circle is informal, but still you should promote it. Rest all were just given to confuse you. Okay, so the right answer is quality circle over here. Chaliye, now let's move to 29th. Now let's move to 29th. The concept over here which we are checking is centralization and decentralization. Try to read it. Try to read and mark your answers. 29. I am asking the answers of 29 now. Let's see who gives me the answer for 29. I am waiting for the answers of 29, then I will start solving it again. 1 plus 3. Okay, Mohit, we will check it. D. Again, Nilesh is also saying 1 plus D. See, centralized organization systematically works to retain the authority at the upper level. Yes. Under centralization, your topmost people have the authority. In decentralization concern, authority is retained by lower. No, authority is retained by all the levels. So B is incorrect. Decentralization means what? That even top, middle and low all are having the powers, not only the lowest part. Decentralization is systematic delegation of authority at all the levels. Yes. So if you see 1 plus 3 is correct, 2 is incorrect. So your answer will be option number D because they were asking you correct only. So answer will be option number D. Now try to solve question number 30 also. Question number 30. In India, income tax has sent the message to the taxpayer with a reminder that mostly people pay on time to avoid penalties. This type of message is taking account of what concept in the behavioral economics. This, my friend, is known as nudging. Very good. This, my friend, is known as nudging. Nudging means a kind of a small push. So via this particular message, income tax department is telling to the people that if you do not pay the tax on time, then penalties will follow. So it's just kind of a small push. Now let's move to 31. Now let's move to 31. Again, I will read it for you. Try to mark your answers by then. Directing is performed at all the levels of management. Every manager is required to supervise, guide and motivate and lead. Moreover, it's a continuous process. If there is a work that is direction required. In the same regard, identify that a principle of directing. You have to identify the principle of directing, which explain that mere giving orders is not sufficient, but management or manager should try to find out whether the subordinates are working accordingly or not, what difficulties they are facing, and it is required. If required, they should help in subordinates so that to get the work done. So what will be answer for 31? I am looking for answers for 31. You have to identify the principle of directing. See, unity of command basically means what? That one person should receive orders from one boss only, which is not the case over here because we are working for managers. Okay, so that is not correct. Principle of leadership, again in leadership is just a component. Comprehension means to take team forward. Principle of use of informal. I think the right answer should be option number B. Option number B basically tells you what? Principle of follow through. Principle of follow through means to look back. To look back and check whether everything is going correct or not. So over here managers are trying to find out whether subordinates are working accordingly or not. So they are looking back and they are checking. And if you are checking, definitely the answer will be option number B only. That is principle of follow through. Okay, Rishikesh is saying principle of leadership. See, leadership also makes sure that you are changing the behavior of people or you are changing the mindset. Right, but that is not the case over here. But over here the right answer will be option number B only. Chaliye, now let's move ahead to question number 32. Again a good question, try to read it. Ram, Sham and David are working in an organization. Ram is the one who has taken the responsibility of attending all the industrial meetings for the ceremonial presence. Ram is also invited in the activities such as greeting in visitors, attending social functions, involving employees, making speeches and serving on the committees. Sham acts as a link between the organization and the government. He tries to get government tenders using his connection. David is more involved in the operational roles where he ensures that all departments are supplied with the necessary equipment and resources to get their work done. David approves the budget. So it's clearly David is playing a role of resource allocator. Okay, Sham is playing a role of Sham is playing a role of licensing. Okay, or networker. Ram is playing the role. What of the following role is played by Ram? Ram is playing the role of figurehead. Ram is playing the role of figurehead. So answer will be option number A. Because Ram is acting as the head of the organization. He is representing the organization in the outside world. So answer will be option number A over here. Yes. Chaliye. Now let's move forward to question number 33. Now we are talking regarding some other chapters which is fundamentals of OB. On which level? 3 levels of organizational behavior focuses on individual, organization, society, society, organization, nation, employee, employer, management, individual, group or organization. Yes, if you see OB as a concept focuses on 3 levels: individual level, group level and the organizational level. Right? So your answer will be option number D over here. Your answer will be option number D. Good. Chaliye. Now let's move to 34. In the journal parlance of management, which of the following is not the model of organizational behavior? Autocratic होता है. In custodial में you provide the rewards. Autocratic में you try to become autocratic. Supportive में you try to support as a leader. You try to make sure that you act as an elder brother or elder something like your member of the group. Behavioral or collegial. Collegial basically means to act as a colleagues, to act as a team. Behavioral is not one model, so your answer will be option number D. Your answer will be option number D. Collegial is a model. Collegial basically means to act as a best colleague. To act as a best colleague. Okay, so right answer will be option number D. Because behavioral is not one model in the models of organizational behavior. So you have autocratic, you have custodial, you have collegial, you have supportive and system also. Okay. Chaliye. Now let's move to 35. Which of the following, according to Sigmund Freud, psychoanalytic theory of personality, are the 3 elements of personality? And over here I should rather write 3 elements of a mind: ID, ego, superego, ID, superego, hyperego, ego, paraego, superego, ID, ego, paraego, or none of the above is, or none of the above options is incorrect. I am looking for 35 now. Yes, it's your ID, ego and superego. ID is basically your child speaking to you. Ego is like your parent speaking to you, and superego is like your grandfathers. Okay, so ID is basically all the whims and wishes which I am getting in the life class. I should go and eat right now, so that is my ID. Ego keeps ID in check. Ego will tell you, no Jalaj, you cannot eat because you are currently in the life class. Super ego will tell you a kind of a judgmental thing, that eating during life class is not a good thing. So answer will be option number A. Okay. Chaliye. Now we are running to question number 36. Now we are solving rather the question number 36. Identify the correct statement from the below and then select the right code. You have to identify the correct statement from below and then select the right code. What will be your answer for question number, I would say, 36? Yes, super ego, ethical judgment, very good. ID, unconscious. Ego is running in your conscious mind or rational. Good. According to Sigmund Freud, there are 5 stages of personality development. Yes, there are 5 stages. The first stage of personality is phallic. No, this is the third stage rather. The first stage is your oral anal. Oral is the first, anal is the second, third is phallic. And then you move to other stages as well. Girls developing liking for their father and hate for their mothers is known as Oedipus. No, Oedipus is boys developing a love and belongingness for their mother. Girls developing a liking for their father was explained by Electra complex. So if you see statement B and C are incorrect, only statement A is correct. So your answer will be option number A. Your answer will be option number A. Okay, these are the 5 stages: oral, anal, phallic, latency and genital. Okay, now let's solve question number 37. Question number 37, my friends. Vijay really enjoys checking out a new art of the local coffee shop. He often tries out new drinks at the same shop. He is also thinking about changing his hairstyle and getting his ear pierced. Vijay personality traits matches to what under Big 5? Vijay is checking out new art. He is often trying to find new drinks also. So he is always like open to the new experiences. He is always welcoming the new experiences. So what will be your answer for 37? What will be your answer for 37? I hope your answer will be option number A, because you are open to new experiences. Consciousness basically means that you are kind of very organized person. Need of achievement wala person will have consciousness trait. Agreeableness, that you are humble, you are noble, you will always agree to the other person's point of view. Extraversion is your party animal. Neuroticism is like kind of a person who is having mood swings, and this is why it is a kind of a negative trait to have. Rest all are good, but neuroticism a trait which you should avoid. So answer over here will be option number A, which is openness. Let's move forward to question number 38 now. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to perceive, control and evaluate emotions. Emotional intelligence basically means what? That how you will handle your emotions. In the same regard, identify which of the following is not a component of emotional intelligence. Which of the following is not a component of emotional intelligence? बताइए. Self-awareness, self-regulation, social skills, empathy or leadership. Leadership. Self-aware basically means, self-awareness basically means what? That I am a kind of a person who know that what is happening to me. Self-regulation means what? That I am able to control it. Social skills means what? That I am able to talk to the people. Empathy means what? That I have a care about others. But leadership is not a component of your emotional intelligence. Therefore your answer will be option number E over here. Let's move forward to question number 39. Kalpana is in meeting but is upset about continuous interruptions of the proceeding by the attendees. As she is not the chairperson and cannot make a comment, she knows that she will explode after she doesn't take a break. She quietly excuses herself so she can leave the room, get a drink and calm down before she returns. Which of the following is Kalpana demonstrating? Try to answer this question. Question number 39. I would say it's a good 2-marker question if it appears in your exam. She is rude, she is submissive, she is impatient, she is arrogant or she is aware. What will be the right answer for question number 39? Question number 39. E. All of you are going towards E. Yes, it will be that she is aware of the situation and she knows the strategy via which she have to deal with it. And this is why we can say that Kalpana is having a higher emotional intelligence. So answer will be E. Now try to address question number 40 as well. Johari windows, a very famous concept. Johari windows have 4 quadrants. Okay, this windows was given by Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham. Now, in Johari windows, dash is known to others and self. Dash is known to others also and to self also. You also know that, others also know it. Right? Whereas dash is known to others but not to the self. So try to address the question number 40 as well. Question number 40, 40D, open self and blind self. Blind self, open self, unknown self, blind self, hidden self, unknown self, blind self or hidden self. What will be your answer? 48D, yes, the answer will be D. Open self basically means what? That it is open to everyone. Even I know it, and even the general public also known as. Blind self basically means that others know it but I don't know it. Certain information which others know but I don't know. So answer will be option number D. Good. Chaliye. Now let's move to question number 41. Question number 41. Identify the type of an interpersonal behavior where one person stands up for their own rights in such a way the rights of others are also violated. So you are kind of a person who is drunk in the power. You are just making sure that other persons are losing and you are winning. So that is known as aggressive. That is known as aggressive. You try to defeat other person. That is aggressive. Assertive behavior is that particular behavior wherein both the parties win. Okay, so aggressive is opposite of you can say assertive. Non-assertive is basically you didn't do anything, the other party almost left the ground itself. Okay, the other party was lazy, so he just tried to walk out of the debate. So answer over here will be option number A. Answer will be option number A. Okay, chaliye. Now let's move to question number 42. Identify the type of conflict where the conflict supports the goals of the group, improve its performance, and it thus results in a constructive form of conflict. It thus results into the constructive. Constructive basically means that you are getting something good. You are getting something good, and this is only possible in functional conflicts. Functional conflicts are those conflicts in which a conflict will result into a good state. Opposite of functional is your difunctional. Difunctional means what? That the conflict has resulted into a kind of a negative state. So functional will be the answer. Option C is the correct over here. Good. I can say Parinita, Nilesh, Rushikesh, Shripad, all are giving the right answer. Question number 43 now. The management within the organization should function in such a way to minimize conflict. There may be two measures to minimize the conflict, which are preventive and curative. Preventive measures are taken before the conflict. Curative are taken after the conflict. Okay. In the same regard, which of the following is not an example of preventive? Preventive: development of effective leadership, effective two-way communication, establishing a common goal, improvement in interpersonal relationship, or competing. Yes, competing is a kind of a curative. Competing is curative, not preventive. But all the first four, A to D, are preventive. This you will take in advance so that conflict does not take place in future. But competing, collaboration, all these are curative. Conflict हो गया, now you are trying to address it. Therefore, it's known as curative. चलिए, question number 44 now. Ram and Sham had a conflict which is now being resolved through negotiation. Ram is very particular about winning and he does not want to concede anything during negotiation. Sham is a bit practical and he knows that what perfect solution lies in creating a solution that must value creating for both the parties. So what negotiation strategies is Sham following? Sham is following distributive. Distributive means what? That you also win and I also win during the negotiation. Okay. Just a minute. Sham will be following, yes, distributive or integrative. Yes, he will be following integrative. Yes, sorry. If you see, sorry, Sham and had a conflict. Yes, it will be integrative. Sorry. It will be integrative. Because under integrative you try to win, right? If I even check the answer, I think there's some mistake in this question. Distributive bargaining is competitive. This I know. Right? The answer will be option number A, not B over here. Sham is trying to create value for both the parties, right? Sham is trying to create value for both the parties. So Sham will be following integrative. But Ram is trying to concede. Ram is making sure. So Ram will be following distributive. Agreed or not? Hello. Agreed or not? Negotiation are of two type, integrative and distributive. Integrative is like win-win. I also win, you also win. Distributive is like I win but you will lose. Agreed or not? So answer according to me. Which strategy Sham is following? It should be integrative. What is your view on it? What is your view on it? It should be integrative, I think. For Sham, and for Ram it should be distributive. Agreed? Agreed, my friends? Please tell me. Right? So I think answer is given wrong in this particular PPT, but do not worry, I will correct it and I will post it on the PDF also. But according to me, the right answer of this question will be option number A. The right answer will be option number A. Okay? Now let's move to 45. Now let's move to 45. When employee resistance provokes a well-grouped debate and a constructive criticism leading to the improvements in the change process, it is known as neutral stance, positive resistance, negative resistance, passive resistance. When employee resistance provoked a well-grounded debate and a constructive debate also, so that will be a positive resistance. A positive resistance should be entertained in your company. You should try to promote it. Therefore, the answer will be option number A. Okay, चलिए. Now let's move to 46. Kurt Lewin model of organizational change states that forces that are either driving the movement towards the goals or blocking towards the goal. In the same regard, which of the following is not a stage of organizational change as per Kurt Lewin? Kurt Lewin model of organizational change has given you three stages, right? Unfreeze, then make the change, then refreeze it again. Feedback is not entertained in the Kurt Lewin model, so your answer will be option number D. And also remember the concept of field of forces. Field of forces are like positive forces and negative forces who are colliding to make sure that the best decision can be taken. So 47 will be D, 46 will be D, sorry. Now we are solving 47. Which of the following is a secondary stakeholder in corporate governance? Secondaries are those which are kind of not that much important. Okay, primary are important, customers are important, employees are important, shareholders are also important. Government bodies will be secondary. Government bodies are kind of those kind of organizations. Even if they are not there, I will be able to work. Okay, so you have primary stakeholders which are important, secondary which are not that much important. Okay, now we are solving one question on the model of corporate governance. The so-called Anglo-American model of corporate governance emphasizes that the interest of shareholder, it relies on the single tier board. Therefore, it is also known as single tier model of corporate governance. A very basic question. I will not waste my time on easy questions. Okay. Chaliye, question number 49. Which of the following is not the right of a shareholder of a company? Try to address this question. Try to address the question, which is question number 49. $49. I'm looking for 49 now. Which of the following is not the right of a shareholder? Right to inspect books, yes, they can do so because they are the owners now. Right to share in dividends, if declared, yes, if dividend is declared, then definitely shareholder will get a dividend. Right to determine the mission of the corporation, minority shareholders protection, or none of the above. I hope the answer will be option number C. Because mission is directed by the board of directors. Mission is decided by the board of directors, not by the shareholder. So answer will be option number C over here. Good. Coming to 50. You are a manager at a multinational company. Your style of leadership matches servant leadership to the extent that you sometimes forgot to look after your own interest. Which of the ethical theories best describes your way of handling issues? Is it ethical egoism, Is it justice as a fairness? Is it altruism? Is it consequentialism? Or none of the above? Question number 50 now. I am asking answers for question number 50. Question number 50, what will be your answer? Yes, altruism. Altruism basically means what? That you care for other person. Okay, sometimes you go ahead and you try to work for the other party. So that is known as altruism. Okay, good. Now let's come to 51. Now let's solve 51. Identify that branch of ethics which explains or evaluates morality, right or wrong, of action based on the goals or the ends to be achieved. This approach prescribes that an action is right if it leads to happiness and pleasure, and action is wrong if it leads to unhappiness or pain. Not only performer but also everyone decides who involved in it. So over here we are focusing on what? We are focusing on the branch which explains the morality of action based on the goals and ends. Goals and ends to be achieved. If you are able to achieve the goals, then it's good. If you are not able to achieve the goal, then it's bad. Tell me the answer for 51. Yes, it will be teleological theory. Teleological theory focuses on goal. Deontical theory focuses on your duty. Virtue ethics focuses on certain traits. Meta ethics focuses on why something is good and wrong. So answer will be B. Question number 52 now. Question number 52. What is meta ethics? Meta ethics is something which will try to define that why something is right and wrong. Why killing is wrong, why donation is right thing. So meta ethics क्या होता है? Meta ethics basically deals with the ethics of ethics. Ethics of ethics as in that if this thing is ethically right, why it is ethically right. So answer will be option number C again over here. Okay? Yes, good. चलिए, now we are moving to 53. Identify the theory of ethics which follows the middle course between excess and deficiency. Doing so requires restraints and control from greeds or instincts. So what will be the answer for 53? What will be the answer of 53? Identify the theory of ethics which follows the middle course between the excess and the deficiency. This theory is known as golden mean theory, given by Aristotle. You do not have to be too much on the extreme, rather be in the middle. So answer will be 53 ka B. 53A. No, virtue ethics is different. Virtue ethics basically is based on your virtues. For example, what is the virtue of a good student? That you have to come on time, you have to respect your teacher, you have to answer in the class. So if you are having these virtues, then definitely your behavior will be ethical. But the question over here is that you have to maintain a middle in the course of action. So answer will be option number B. Okay. 54. Which of the following aptly defines utilitarian approach? Welfare of a large number of people, upliftment of depressed class, knowledge is a virtue, greatest happiness to the greatest number of people, or all of the above are correct. Utilitarian approach basically talks regarding greatest number of good to the greatest number of people. If you are providing good to the greatest number of people, then your action is ethically correct. So your answer will be utilitarian approach. Okay. 55 now. The last question of management. Then we will shift to finance also. The last question for 55. Question number 55. I am looking for answers for 55. What will be the answer for 55? What will be the answer for 55? Come on, tell me. What will be the answer for 55? Will it be A? Will it be B? Will it be C? Will it be D? Will it be D? Will it be D? Tell me. Identify the concept in the field of ethics which explains the moral standard of the country or society that can be judged with reference to the set of universal or moral standards. So this is known as ethical dilemma, because you are not able. Sorry. This is known as ethical syllogism. See, ethical dilemma means what? That you are not able to decide that what is right and wrong. Ethical dilemma means what? That you are unable to decide that whether this thing is right or wrong. But over here you are trying to devise a third proposition. third proposition will always be derived in your ethical syllogism. So answer will be option number C. C will be the right answer. Like, see, if person 1 says Scotland is a man, all men are mortal. So now you have devised a third conclusion, that is all Scotlanders are mortal. So this is a kind of 1 plus 2 is equals to 3, that kind of stuff. Okay, so that is ethical syllogism. Ethical markup parameters, not this never makes any sense. Ethical dilemma I have explained you, syllogism I have explained you, markup also never makes any sense. Okay, so the right answer over here will be option number C. Good. So that completes our management part. Now let's start with finance. In finance, these are the chapters which you should read for your exam also. Question number 1 of finance. In finance, we will solve 45 questions. Okay. And those students who are watching it as recorded, try to watch the finance classes of SEBI also and for IFSC exam also, which we have conducted on YouTube. Chaliye, now we are solving question number 1 for finance. Question number 1 for finance. What is the primary difference between compounding and discounting? What is the primary difference between compounding and discounting? The question again have started from 1. Okay. Yes, compounding basically measures that how will you find the value of the investment in future, while discounting is the journey from future to the present. Okay, so the present value to future value journey is your compounding, future value to present value journey is your discounting. So answer will be option number C. Good. Chaliye, now we have to move towards question number 2. Please don't repeat previous marathon questions. Yes, we are not repeating it because previously we have done for SEBI, right? We have done for IFSC also. So those chapters which are common, so you will have same questions only. But we are not repeating anything. Okay. Mohit, did it? Which questions you are referring to? But I will request you to watch the marathons of SEBI and for IFSC also, because the management syllabus is same. Finance syllabus is almost like same. Now to double the initial amount, you will use the rule of 72. To triple it, you will use the rule of 114. To quadruple it, you will use 144. Do remember it. Now answer over here will be 72. Okay. Now answer will be 72. So 144 is used for, I would say, what? 4 only, and your 114 is for your 3x. Do remember it. Now let's move to question number 3. Mostly. Chaliye, question number 3. There are two type of bonds, one with maturity of 5 years and another with a maturity of 10 years. The face value and the coupon rate are same on both the bonds. If the yield decreases by 2%, which bond will have the largest increase in price? If yield is decreasing, then definitely the current market price will increase. If yield is decreasing, but the current market price of which particular bond will increase in a greater tandem, of 5-year bond or of a 10-year bond? Tell me, 5-year bond will increase or a 10-year bond will increase in a greater value? A bond with a higher maturity will have higher risk, and because of that higher risk, higher price fluctuation will be seen in a longer term bond. So your answer will be option number B. A 10-year bond will have a higher uncertainty because anything can happen in 10 years. So when risk is more, price fluctuations will be more, and once price fluctuation is more, definitely our answer will be option number B. Good. Chaliye, now we are solving one question of numerical. Because in exam you can expect 1 to 2 numerical, so let's solve it also. A bond with a face value of 1000 has a current market price of 900, has a coupon rate also of 10% per annum. The bond matures in 5 years. What is the yield of the bond? Now they are asking you simple yield, they are not asking you YTM. Okay, yield is equals to what? Yield is equals to your current coupon rate which you are getting divided by your current market price into 100. So if you see 10% of 1000 will be 100 only, and the current market price is 900. It is clearly written current market price is 900 into 100. Definitely 1 by 9 is your in the terms of 11, right? So answer will be 11.11% only. A very basic question. This levels of question you can expect in your exam too. The answer will be option number D. Okay, 4D. Yes, the answer will be D. Chaliye, now let's move to fifth one. What is the main difference between serial and term bonds? Serial bonds are those bonds which have multiple maturities. Okay, term bonds are those bonds which have single maturity. Therefore, now read the options and try to identify. Serial bonds have multiple, yes, so answer will be option number A itself, because it is clearly given that serial bonds have multiple maturities, term bonds have single maturities. Okay, now types of bond is very hot topic. Do complete zero coupon bond, perpetual bonds, callable bond, puttable bonds and whatnot. We have discussed it a lot as well. Chaliye. Question number 6. A dash market is a market through which buyer and seller trade gold, silver as well as associated derivatives. Now this was a previous year question if I am not wrong. Okay. So answer over here will be bullion market. A bullion is that particular market wherein you trade your gold or silver related products. Okay, so answer will be bullion market. So answer will option D will be the correct answer. In India we have your IIBX, which is our India and International Bullion Exchange, which is working to make sure that bullion trading develops in India. Chaliye, now we are moving to question number 7. Which of the following is not a feature of derivative? Question number 7. Which of the following is not a feature of derivative? Every derivative contract have an underlying asset? Yes, it needs to have. Derivative value is linked to the underlying asset? Yes, it's linked to the underlying asset too. Because if underlying asset increases, derivative value also increases. Derivative can be used for hedging? Yes, it can. Derivatives are mostly traded on the stock exchange? No. You have forwards and your swaps which are traded off the exchange. So answer will be option number D. Answer will be option number D. Right? Where is Mohit? Mohit has left the chat, I think. He is not answering. So answer will be D. Chaliye. Question number 8 now. Question number 8. Read the following statements and then select the right code from below. Forwards are standardized? No. Forwards are customized. Forwards are customized. Futures are customized? No. Futures are standardized. Customized means that you can do the changes by yourself. So A and B are incorrect, right? Counterparty risk in future is less than forward? Yes, because in futures you have SEBI to regulate it. Even if you do minor cheating in futures, you will be penalized. So only statement C is correct. So your answer will be option number C. Okay. Chaliye, question number 9. Try to answer this question as well. I am looking for the questions answers for 9. I am looking for the answers for 9th question. Ninth. Yes, demutualization means what? Separation of ownership and the management. So answer will be option number A. Good. Now we are moving to question number 10. A call option writer. A call option writer receives what? A call option writer receives what? A call option writer always receives the premium for selling an option. Okay, so if you see a call option is that particular option in which you have a buyer and a seller. Buyer pays a premium to seller, so seller receives premium. A very basic question. The answer will be 10th ka B. Okay, now let's move to 11th one. Who among the following bears the entire risk for selling the stock under the issue of an IPO? Tell me the answers for 11. Is it underwriter, directors, auditors, SEBI or NSE or BSE? Underwriters provide you the guarantee that if your stock is not able to perform good, we will purchase it. So answer will be option number C. In equity, I hope you remember that 90% condition is required, right? If the minimum subscription is 90% is not received, underwriters will try to achieve it. Chaliye, 11th ka answer will be C. Now let's come to 12th. A preliminary prospectus where the exact details of the shares like the number of shares and the price बैंड होना चाहिए, प्राइस बैंड ऑफ अ शेयर आर and the price of share is not known. Okay, then it's correct. Price of share is not known. That preliminary prospectus is known as what? Preliminary prospectus wherein the number of shares and the prices of shares are not known is known as what? What will be the answer for 12? If your answer is red herring, yes, it's a correct answer. In red herring, it's a kind of a first document which the companies file with SEBI, and definitely in the red herring prospectus you can see everything related to the company. It's like a kind of a biodata of the company. Okay, so your answer will be option number B, which is red herring prospectus. Let's move ahead to question number 13 now. Question number 30 is in your screen now. Try to answer this question as soon as you can. Let's see who answers question number 13. Question number 13. Dash are also known as individual investors or individual traders, are individually who invest their personal funds directly in the financial markets. These investors are not professional money managers, institutional investors or financial firms, but rather everyday individuals. Everyday individual is basically your retail investors like me and you, simple. So we are known as what? Retail investors who invest into max to max 2 lakhs in an IPO. So your answer 13th का wholesale तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है. It will be B, retail investors. Okay, right. So answer will be option number B. Now let's move forward. Question number 14. Which is the minimum amount? What is the minimum amount for treasury bills which can be issued? Treasury bill we all know 91 day, 182 day, 364 day. The minimum amount for which a treasury bill can be issued is rupees 10,000. Earlier it was 25, but now it has been reduced to 10,000, so as to increase the participation. So answer will be option number D. Okay, chaliye, now we are solving 15th. What is the minimum amount for a commercial paper can be issued? Commercial paper and your certificate of deposit both can be issued in the denominations of 5 lakh. So your answer will be option number A. And for commercial paper, do remember that we need A3 as a rating, net worth of 4 crore and a turnover of 100 crore. So this is what you have to remember for commercial paper. Chaliye, now let's solve question number 16. A statement based question. Regional rural banks and small finance banks can issue certificate of deposit. Yes, they can do. Certificate of deposit should have a minimum amount of 1 lakh, no 5 lakh. Minimum maturity of a certificate of deposit should not be less than 7 days, but not more than 2 years. No, it should be 1 year. So if you see, only A is correct. Only A is correct. Therefore, your answer will be 16th ka A. The answer will be option number A. Prepared so much for phase 2 but couldn't clear phase 1. Not an issue. It happens with everyone. Try to gain knowledge and move ahead. Okay, I know it's tough, but accept the reality and keep moving ahead. Question number 17. Objectives of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Objectives of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is ensuring access to the various financial services like availability of basic bank account, access to the need of certain credit, remittances facility, insurance and pension to the excluded sections, weaker sections also. In the same regard, the maximum amount of overdraft which can be availed under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is what? Availed in Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is what? It will be 10, 15, 20, 25 or 30. See, overdraft of rupees 10,000 is available. So your answer will be option number B. And do remember the schemes of Ministry of Finance for your finance paper. Okay. Last year, if I'm not wrong, last year in 2022 or 2023, they have asked question related to Suraksha Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. So be prepared for that as well. So answer will be option number B over here. Okay. Question number 18 now. The balance sheet of Akarti Mazuki is very low on cash, but their balance sheet shows a lot of receivables from the customers. They need money to fuel their growth. Which source of finance which suits them the best? Once you are having a lot of receivables, once you are having a lot of bills receivables or trade receivables, you can definitely use it for factoring purpose. You can go to the bank take the money from the bank will deduct certain amount of commission, but it will pay you a handsome amount of money. So over here the correct answer will be what? Factoring. It will be factoring. Okay, 18th D. Cool. 19th now. Which of the following is not an example of liquidity ratio? Now we are solving some questions of ratios and we will also do some numericals also. Which of the following is not an example of liquidity ratio? Liquidity ratio basically deals with the liquidity. So you have current ratio, quick asset ratio, you have your cash ratio, you have your working capital ratio. All these are liquidity ratios only. So current ratio is there, quick is there, debt to equity is not there because it's a leverage ratio. Okay, so answer will be option number D over here. Good. Question number 20. Calculate debtors turnover ratio from the following. Now this ratio is also known as your debtor days. This ratio is also known as your debtor days. Okay. Debtor days is equals to what? Your credit sales divided by average debtors. Average debtors. So average debtors I can see 40,000 plus 1,20,000. Or you only solve this question. First start with average debtors. So opening debtors and closing are given to you. So 40,000 plus 1,20,000 will give you 1,60,000. 1,60,000 divided by 2 will give you the average debtors, which is 80,000. So your denominator will be 80. Now you have to identify credit sales also. Credit sales will be your 4 lakh ka 20%. Sorry, that will be cash sales. So your credit sales will be 4 lakh ka 80% which will be 3,20,000, right? So now if you solve it, it will direct cut you by 4 times. So your answer will be option number C over here. Good. Chaliye, now try to address this question. The profitability of the shareholder investment can also be measured in the many ways. One such way to measure the earning per share. What is the formula to calculate EPS? EPS is calculated by a profit after tax divided by a number of outstanding shares. So if you see, your answer will be option number A. Sometimes EPS is also given as profit after tax minus preference dividend divided by, I would say, outstanding shares. So this formula is also correct. Okay, so you have to remember both the formulas. The answer will be option number A for the question number 21. Let's move to question number 22. A high price to earning ratio. High price to earning ratio is your current market price divided by your EPS. This is known as your PE ratio. If a high PE ratio is there, then it basically means that the stock is undervalued or overvalued. Definitely the stock is overvalued because the PE ratio is high. PE ratio basically tells you that what are the investors willing to pay for a particular share. So answer will be option number B. Answer will be option number B. Okay, 22. What are your answers? I am waiting for your answers too. Please post them in the chat box. Yes, very good. Chaliye, now we are solving 23. You are given the following information regarding the financing activities of R Limited. Okay, so financing activities की आपको 3 headings दे रखी है. Issue of equity shares, dividend paid and redemption of debenture. Find the cash flow from the financing. So if you issue the shares, definitely you will receive the money. So this is 60,000 positive because money is coming in your bank account. Dividend paid. If you are paying dividend, then money will be deducted. Redemption of debenture, again, if you are redeeming debentures, then also money will be deducted. So in total, your money which you have paid is 62 and the money which you have received is 60. So your cash outflow will be of 2000. The cash outflow will be of 2000. Therefore, the right answer over here will be option number D. 23D. Very good. Now let's move to 24. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Try to identify the incorrect statement. Cash flow statement shows inflow and outflow of cash. Yes. Cash flow statements are prepared in accordance with AS5. No, they are prepared with AS3. Accounting standard 3 is applicable on your cash flow statements. Therefore, B is the incorrect one and it is your answer too. The primary objective of cash flow statement is to provide useful information about cash flows. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There are three activities: operating, investing, and financing. So your answer will be option number B over here. Okay. Now, those who don't know, operating activities are related to day, investing is related to investment, financing is related to arrangement of capital. Cool. Let's move to 26 now. Which financial statement provides a comprehensive view of company assets and liabilities at a specific point of time? Assets and liabilities are always represented in your balance sheet. So answer will be option number B of question 26. Question 26. Yes, AS3. Have we skipped any? Okay, so I think there is some order. The answer will be 26 ka B. Yes, chaliye. Now we are moving ahead to 27. Which of the following is an example of current asset? Which of the following is an example of current asset? Current assets are those assets which are redeemable under less than 1 year or which are very liquid also. Building and land, these are my fixed assets, or you can also call it them as non-current. Patent copyrights are again not current. Cash and cash equivalent is the best example of current. So your answer will be option number C. 27, the right answer will be option number C. Good. Question number 28. In the balance sheet of the company, what would be appropriate classification of a liability named as Rajesh debentures? राजेश के डेबेंचर्स है तो वो लॉन्ग टर्म लाइबिलिटी होगा, शॉर्ट टर्म लाइबिलिटी होगा, शेयर होल्डर इक्विटी और कंटेंजेंट लाइबिलिटी. Contingent liability basically means something which can arise in future. You are not sure at present. Shareholder equity is the owner's money. Current liability is the liability which you have to pay in less than 1 year. Long term liability is the liability which you have to pay after 1 year. So Rajesh debentures generally have a long term liability only. So your answer will be option number A. 28, the answer will be A. 29. The Municipal Corporation of Bangalore has hired external vendor to clean and drain the cities. As per the contract, government will pay the external vendor predetermined fee for the service provided. So for the service, what type of contract it is? Definitely it will be a service contract only. It will be a service contract only. Okay. So answer will be option number C. Very good. You have answered it correctly also. Now let's move to 30th one. What will be the answer for 30th one? What will be the answer for 30th one? What will be the answer for 30th one? Thirtieth answer will be option number C, which is systemic risk, because you are only talking regarding one segment. You are not talking regarding entire segment. If you are talking regarding entire market segment, then it will be systematic. But if you are only talking regarding one segment, then it's systemic. Okay, good. 31. Try to address this question as well. NBFCs are not allowed to accept demand deposits from the public while banks can. Yes, this statement is correct because NBFCs cannot accept demand deposits. Bank can do so. NBFCs can only accept term deposits, which are of longer time. NBFCs are the part of payment and settlement system. No. Unlike banks, NBFCs do not maintain cash reserve ratio with RBI. This statement is also correct. So you have to identify correct one. So your correct statement will be 1 plus 3. So your answer will be option number B. 31 B. Chaliye. Now let's solve 33. New Development Bank was founded by which particular group? Asian, G20, G7, Northern Atlantic Organization, NATO, or was it BRICS? Yes, New Development Banks was formed by BRICS. Good. Option E is the correct. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Cool. Now let's move ahead to question number 34. 34. Which of the following type of inflation? Now I will wait for your answer for question number 34. Try to address question number 34 which is coming on your screen. Let's see who gives me the right answer. This is a very high inflation running in the range of double digits or triple digits. This inflation occurred in 1970s and 1980s in many Latin America countries and in Russia post disintegration. It also referred to as jumping or running or hopping inflation. 34 का आंसर बताइए. 34. 34. What will be the answer for 34? What will be the answer for 34? A. Galloping inflation. Yes, galloping inflation is that particular inflation which runs into triple digit, like 200, 300% inflation. Skew inflation is that inflation which is present in some commodities and not in everyone. Stagflation is employment with your high level of unemployment and inflation. Bottleneck inflation is caused by the huge reduction in the supply. So answer of this question will be option number A. Good. 35. Try to address question number 35. Which of the following statement is correct in the context of headline inflation? It's an overall inflation figure obtained by taking into account all the categories of respective indices. RBI measures headline inflation on CPI. Urjit Patel Committee has recommended CPI as a measure of headline. If you see, all the statements are correct. So answer will be option number D over here. Okay. 35 का आपका क्या आंसर है? D, right? All of you. Rishikesh, Priya, Parinita and Nilesh. Yes, it will be D only. Good. Chaliye, now let's move to another question, which is question number 36. Utkarsh borrows 5 lakh from a bank and he gives his land as a security. In the case he fails to make the payment, then the bank can sell the land and get the money. This type of loan is known as what? Secured loan. Very easy to answer. This is again a 1 marker question. Surely you will get easy questions in your exam too. So answer will be option number B. Okay, in such type of questions you should save your time. Right? Let's go to question number 37. Bank Board Bureau is a crucial institution in India's banking sector, established to reform and enhance the governance of public sector banks. Since its inception in 2016, BBB primarily focused exclusively on selecting and appointing quality professionals as chairperson, managing director and non-executive directors, aiming to improve its leadership and decision making. The idea of BBB was proposed by whom? Was mooted by whom? E. PJ Nayak Committee. Yes, PJ Nayak Committee was the first one who recommended BBB, that is Bank Boards Bureau. Cool. Now let's move to 38. Basel II. Which risk is considered under Basel II? Yes, finances. Good. Question number 38. Which risk is considered for capital requirement under Basel II? Which risk is considered under Basel II? Credit, market, operational, credit, interest rate, foreign. Foreign तो कभी होता ही नहीं, right? Country भी नहीं होता है. Credit and operation, no. The answer will be option number A, because in Basel II we were using operational, we were using credit, and we were also using market. So answer will be option number A. 38D. No. Parinita, the answer will be A, credit, market and operational. Okay. Chaliye, now let's move forward to question number 39. What is the maximum amount which you can transfer via NEFT? For NEFT, there is no maximum amount and no minimum amount neither. Okay, minimum amount you can say it is ₹1. So your answer will be option number E. Okay, NEFT is controlled by RBI. It is 24/7, and do remember in NEFT you have a batch of 30 minutes which happens across the days. So in total you have 48 batches, because in 1 hour you have 2 batches to be executed. So in each hour there are 2, so in 24 there will be 48 batches. So answer over here will be option number E. Chaliye, now let's move to 40th. IMPS. What is the maximum amount which can be transferred via IMPS? 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh or 4 lakh, or none of the above? Via IMPS you can transfer ₹1 and you can transfer max to max of ₹5 lakh. This facility is controlled by your NPCI. So your answer will be none of the above, because the right answer is 5 lakh. Okay. Chaliye, now let's move forward. 41. The Reserve Bank of India has come out with payment vision with the objective to provide every user the safe and secure and the fast and the convenient and the accessible and the affordable e-payment option. So what is the payment vision year? What is the payment vision year? Yes, it's payment vision 2025. And do complete this document, because these are multiple documents which are released by RBI. Like the theme is payment for everyone, everywhere, for every time. Right? It has a vision of 2025. These are the targets, so do it. It's very important. Okay. 42 now. Let me see who gives me the right answer for 42. Let me see who gives me the right answer for 42. What will be the right answer? NPCI is the initiative of RBI and IBA. Yes. NPCI has been incorporated as an NPC, that is non-profit company, under Section 8 of Companies Act. Yes. NPCI was incorporated in 2015. No. NPCI was incorporated in 2008. So your third statement is incorrect. Only 1 and 2 are correct. Therefore, your right answer will be option number A. Okay. Now let's move to 43. 43 is based on NSFI. NSFI runs from 2019 to 24. Yes. So option statement A is correct. Right. Financial inclusion strategy seeks to address the inherent barriers to access the gamut of. Yes, this is also correct. Under NFSI, every village to have a formal financial service provider within 10. No, it's 5 kilometers. So statement C is incorrect. Only A and B are correct. So therefore your answer will be D. The answer will be D. Good. Now let's move to 44. The answer of 44 question. Can I have the answer of 44 question? Please let me know in the chat box. Question number 44. Liquidity coverage ratio was supposed to cover or require a bank to hold a sufficient. This we have covered multiple times, that LCR covers your liquidity for 30 days. Right? 44D. Yes, D is the right answer for this question. Good. Second last question before we wind up. Please tell me the answers for 45 also. 45. RBI has constructed DPI. What is the following not a parameter? Yes, consumer non-centric weight. This is not the parameter, rather it's consumer centric weight. So ये non गलत है. Okay. Good. So answer will be option number E. Now try to address question number 4, the last question, which is question number 46. Try to address this question also. Question number 46. 46. Please try to address it. See, hedgers are the market participants. They try to protect. Yes, this statement is correct. Speculators are individuals who try to make profit. Yes, this statement is also correct. Arbitrators are making risk-free loss. This statement is incorrect because they make risk-free profit. So statement 3 is the incorrect one. You have to identify the correct one. So answer will be option number A. Okay. So all the best, my friends. This was the end of our marathon. We have done almost like 100 plus questions today. Now what is your duty? To revise all the concepts and to be tension free. I know that maximum people over here are well prepared and you all are good to go. Okay. So that's it from my end. If I am waiting for just one more minute. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, let's conclude and let's continue our day. All the very best. Do अच्छे से. Tomorrow another marathon will be there for RBI. and make sure that you score as high as possible in your RBI Grade B exam. Okay, I hope you will become an RBI Grade B officer this year only. चलिए, on that note, let's end the class now. There are no doubts in the chat box. Bye bye, take care, and have a good day ahead.